Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We are back for yet another stream. I told you I was going to do it again. And oops, I did it again. Here we are playing some Pokemon Champions. Woof! This has been quite the experience so far, and I'm really excited to play it for y'all. I knew that I wanted to play it for y'all at some point. I would say this game is honestly one of the motivating factors that I had for wanting to get some streaming stuff going, because like this game truly is taking up so much of my time, and I figured I might as well share my journey in becoming more of a competitive Pokemon player with y'all, because I've been having a lot of fun doing it, so I thought why not share that with everybody. I am going to take a quick second just to make sure that everything is running all right now, and then we can hop on into some stuff. I'm still new. I'm still learning how everything works with the streaming setup, and so sometimes it takes me a quick little second just to see what's going on, if everything's all right, and so I just want to make sure that's all running well. Alright. I believe everything is set. Got that live chat all set up, so if y'all got anything to say, we could just talk about it in the little community tab here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get going. I don't know if anybody's watching yet, but here we are. I'm going to go ahead and, to start off this stream before we do any battling, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to recruit a Pokemon, because I think that this is a great way to start off the game. There is a global challenge happening right now. I don't really know anything about that, but I think I have pretty much all of the Pokemon that are from this one, and if I don't have it, that means I don't really want to use it for a team, so I think I'm okay on that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to this one and meet a new lineup of Pokemon. So let's see, what do we get? What do we get from this? What's happening? What kind of Pokemon? Maybe we'll get a shiny. Wouldn't that be amazing? The first shiny I ever get. Let's see. Oh, it sparkled, but it didn't shine, so it's okay. No shiny today. Hawlucha, great, already have it. Fortress is a Pokemon that I really would love to see work, but I don't think I will be able to make it work. I actually have a lot of the Pokemon here, so I think out of anything, I might take Dragapult, because I don't have a Dragapult yet, and I've seen a couple of people using it. It's not the most frequently used thing in the world, but I definitely would love to give it a try. I definitely am thinking Gardevoir as well, to make a team around Gardevoir, but I think I already have one. And then even if I don't, I could just easily transfer either of these Pokemon in. It's no big deal. So I'm going to take the Dragapult for right now, and that is going to be it for that. So let's go ahead and dive into what we're actually going to be doing today, which is battling. And I do have a little team set up here with Meganium, my girl, Meganium. I have been obsessed with this Pokemon. I think it's amazing and great. So happy that Meganium has gotten all the love and appreciation that she has deserved for all these years that people have been ignoring her, and now finally she gets a good ability. And now people start to look at her, and it's like, oh, okay, so y'all have been fake this whole time. Fake fans of Meganium, who should have been appreciating her the whole time she was around. But no, let's go ahead and swap on over to this team and view the details. Let's just go on through it, everybody. So, for Meganium itself, I have, of course, we have the Meganium Knight for the held item, we have Solar Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Protect, and Weather Ball, because Weather Ball, for those who don't know, Mega Soul, with Meganium's ability, has the constant sunlight out. The summer sun is on my Diva skin at all times, and so Weather Ball is constantly a Fire-type move, and that is really helpful for some of the Pokemon that Meganium might face against. Other than that, I have Bosco the Sneasler, and this Sneasler, she has been with me for a very, very long time. Since Legends Arceus, I think this was one of the very first shinies that I ever found, and it was actually a shiny alpha, and so I am very, very happy that I can have her in these later games. And we have Fake Out, Protect, Dire Claw, and Close Combat, which I feel like is the typical set for a Sneasler nowadays. Sneasler has become incredibly popular. Everybody's using Sneasler, so I'm not shocked at all to see it on my team as well. We have the White Herb with Unburden, which is also a pretty popular set to do. My low tick is next up, and this Pokemon has been evil. This Pokemon is evil. This Pokemon is one of those types that it will just sit on one side of the field for the entirety of the fight, and you are struggling to get rid of it the entire time. It is doing speed control with Icy Wind, it is getting burns with Scald, and I recently saw someone doing Coil, just getting up its physical defense as much as its special defense, and I truly just couldn't get rid of it. And so I kind of sucked that up and adapted it and was like, you know what, I'm going to do that too. And a lot of my fights so far have kind of been that, because this is a learning experience. I am very much still in the learning and developing stages of Pokemon VGC. So if I see someone do something cool, I might do the same thing. I might take it and I might just try to adapt it into my own little strategy. Wolfie has been very, very helpful. I've been getting a lot into his champions videos lately on Wolfie VGC, and all of his stuff is like, I'm taking notes. I'm taking screenshots of the little team captions. Like, I'm obsessed. And so I've been watching a lot of that. But continuing on with the team, so we can get into the battles here. Aerodactyl has Unnerve, so we can't eat those berries. Focus Sash, because that's really helpful on something as dainty as Aerodactyl. She can't really take any hits whatsoever. And you want to get that Tailwind up, which is really the most important thing with Aerodactyl. Other than that, we have Cha-Cha, my shiny Sinistcha that I transferred into this game. Hospitality for the ability, which is really helpful in doubles. Honestly, Sinistcha is probably one of the best Pokemon to use in doubles right now, just point blank period. Also, really happy to see her getting the love, because I love Sinistcha. It's a great Pokemon. Huge Matcha fan myself, so really happy about it. Matcha Gotcha, Shadow Ball, Life Dew, and Trick Room, because Trick Room teams, the bane of my existence. Bane of my existence. I hate Trick Room teams. If you run a Trick Room team, I probably dislike you, or have disliked you at some point, because I'm screaming at my television screen whenever I see one. And you'd think I would know how to work around one at this point, but I don't. Also, I'm joking about disliking y'all. It's just I get so frustrated that I don't know how to deal with it. Like, I have yet to figure out a great strategy for Trick Room teams, and so with this team right here, the best thing I could think of was just having another Trick Room user and maybe turning the Trick Room around. I know there's probably some other things you can do to deal with it, but for now, for this team, this is what I wanted to do. And then finally, we have Garchomp with the Rough Skin and the Choice Scarf. And we have Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum, Rock Slide, and Dragon Claw. Just a heavy hitter. Just doing heavy hits, hitting everybody for big amounts of damage. And honestly, with Earthquake, I might change that eventually to something else. But Earthquake, I think is just good whenever Aerodactyl is on the field. Like, if I just want to start the match off with Aerodactyl on one side and Garchomp on the other. It's a really good starter set, but it's not really useful in the late game. So, I don't know, I might change that around for something else a little later on. And then if you're interested in the stats, here they are. I know this matters for a lot of people, and they do matter. They do matter a lot. I've been learning so much. Using Protect. Trick Room is incredible and busted. Expanding Force. Expanding Force. That's all I'm going to say. That move has destroyed me countless amounts of times. So, let's go ahead and we are going to move into our Meganium team. Yes, yes, yes. And as you can see, I'm in the Master Ball tier. I don't know how we got here. I'm a little lost and confused, and I'm sure... I'm sure all the Master Ball players that I've been playing against, I'm sure they feel exactly the same way. They're like, how did this person get here? They have no idea what they're doing. I just swept them in a 4-0 with my Trick Room team. And yes, you probably did. I just don't know how to deal with it. Also, in my last stream, I mentioned that Bloom, sponsor me, girl, because please, I have been drinking your products all the time. I know I probably shouldn't. Not healthy for me, but I can't stop. They give me the caffeine that I need, and I think it's healthier than Red Bull. So this is what we're doing. This is a new flavor called Summer Splash. I know it's not summer yet, but the strawberry lemonade was calling to me. I do love a little strawberry lemonade. All right, but enough of the chitter-chatter. Let's dive in to the actual fighting. I know this is what y'all came here to see. Dominic's gonna lose some matches today for y'all's entertainment, and if this is what we're gonna do, if this brings in the entertainment value, then girl, I'm happy to provide. I'm happy to provide the losses for everybody's entertainment today. But this is me genuinely trying my best. So I see that we do have a Empoleon, which is gonna have competitive, so nothing to intimidate on my team on that side. See some Sun, definitely a Sun team. Charizard, Arcanine. I think Leafeon has an ability that's affected by sunlight. I could be very, very wrong. I'm still learning. I think, honestly, the best thing to do might be exactly what I was talking about, starting off with Aerodactyl and Garchomp and seeing if maybe we can maybe get an Earthquake or a Rock Slide or something off in the beginning. Other than that, I know that we definitely want to use Mega Meganium because that's my girl. Of course, she's going to be used today. And other than that, I think maybe I'm worried about the Dragonite, but I also want to make sure that I have something for that Empoleon. So I'm thinking Bosco? Okay. Also, a huge shout out to Bosco, one of my favorite drag queens. If y'all watch Drag Race or know anything about any drag whatsoever, I love Bosco. Bosco's great, and so I'm happy to honor her in this Sneasler today, because Sneasler, just like Bosco, is an absolute icon, and Sneasler has proven throughout this VGC format in Pokemon Champions so far in this current meta that she's also a massive icon. And so I'm really happy about that nickname and how it turned out. I am going to here. I think the best thing to do is just to set that Tailwind up, because I really don't want to risk anything going poorly here. And then maybe having... I think the Rock Slide might be for the best. As much as I would love to Earthquake, I mean, it's not affecting Charizard, so it's not really that good of a thing to do. The Drought's coming up regardless. Like, the Drought is happening. I've seen way too many Charizard teams at this point. Everybody's using Charizard. Charizard Y is like that diva, which is crazy because I heavily prefer Charizard X. Charizard X, to me, is that girl. Like, I love her. And that design, that color palette swap, incredible. So, I don't know, but I guess Y just is better in every other sense of the word. We are seeing a Solar Blade here on Garchomp, which is fine. We get some rough skin up in that. Our Garchomp hasn't washed its face in weeks. It's got that rough skin. So we get some Rock Slide damage off on Leafeon. Not that it's doing too much, but that's fine. And then the Tailwind up, which will only benefit us for the next turn. So I do anticipate that Charizard's probably going to either swap or try to protect again, because I don't think it's bold enough to attack twice in a row, girl. I'm going to try to dual Wing Beat the Leafeon, and then just Rock Slide both of them? I don't know. I think that's the best thing to do, because one Rock Slide is not going to KO the Leafeon from Garchomp, so I think I'm going to have to do a little extra damage with Aerodactyl, hoping that the Leafeon doesn't protect, and just see how this works out. Charizard's probably going to swap. I could absolutely see a Charizard swap here, but what do I know? What do I know? What's going on? My opponent is thinking. Also, Diva, I love that outfit. That little pink jacket you got going on with the hard eyes. This is adorable. You look so cute. Alright, yes, exactly what I thought. Withdraw the Charizard. I expected that too. Empoleon. Okay, so Empoleon. I think we're set up pretty nicely here. As long as I get the KO on Leafeon, I think that would be nice. Okay, so it looks like we get the KO on Leafeon. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Love to see it. Okay. So, I think what I do next, honestly, entirely depends on who they send out in the left slot. I don't know. Because Rock Slide is not really going to do anything to Empoleon. I don't really have anything on Aerodactyl that's going to do anything to Empoleon. And that's the entire reason why I brought Sneasler, was to kind of deal with Empoleon. So let's just see what we can do. Maybe we can whittle down the team enough on the left-hand side to get rid of everything other than Empoleon, and then see what happens from there. I don't know, Diva. We're piecing everything together as we go. We're in the Master Ball tier, so I should know what I'm doing at this point, but I definitely don't. I definitely don't. I absolutely don't know what I'm doing, girl. It's taking her a while to decide what we're swapping to. I mean, girl, you got two choices. 50-50. Come on now. Unless it's my internet. It could absolutely be my internet, which I hope it's not, because I'm streaming. You know, we're live. This is happening. So I hope it's not my Wi-Fi. Arcanine. Okay. Arcanine. It's not the worst thing in the world. I definitely think it might be for the best for me to just Rock Slide again. Maybe go for some flinches. And then I have the Choice Scarf on Garchomp, right? Yes, okay. Just double checking. Forgetting my own held item. Completely normal. I think there's not really much I can do because I don't have Protect on Garchomp. It's choiced. I don't really want to swap to anybody right now, so I think I'm just going to keep Rock Sliding until these two go down. I genuinely think that's the right play for me at this current moment in time. Arcanine may have Extreme Speed, and it may try to Extreme Speed Garchomp, but it will still get some chippies with its rough skin. Every time I think of rough skin, I want to say it like that. Girl, that skin is rough! It's some rough skin you got, Diva. Could you imagine your skin being that rough that it, like, damages people when you touch it? I mean, that's crazy, girl. Get some moisturizer up in there. Some CeraVe. I use CeraVe. That's another product that, girl, if you want to sponsor me, CeraVe, I do use you. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Clost, what happened? You lost. What happened? I was so, like, enthusiastic and excited about actually, like, getting into this, and I was like, oh, I think I'm doing, like, pretty decently. But no, idle for too long. What happened, girl? Well, there you go. What a first epic battle here on the channel. Also, you hear that voice crack? That was pretty epic as well. So, let's see if we could do another battle here, and we maybe actually get to use Meganium this time, and maybe complete the fight. Okay, so, I see an Oranguru, which honestly is a little scarring, because I see some Trick Room action possibly happening, and I don't love that. I think what might be great here to if it's a Trick Room team, I don't want to start with Aerodactyl. I want to start with somebody else. Maybe I should lead with Cha-Cha, just in case if I want to reset any Trick Room action. Maybe Bosco as well might be nice here. I could also do Garchomp, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do Bosco. Let's do Cha-Cha and Bosco. Definitely want to have Meganium because that's my girl. She's gonna be here no matter what. And then I think maybe Garchomp? I don't know. I would love to bring in my Milotic, but I just don't think with this team it's the best. Maybe it is? I think because my Milotic is slower, and just in case I can't get rid of the Trick Room, I'm gonna bring my Milotic. I think this is the best thing to do. I think so. With Aerodactyl, I mean, the Tailwind obviously would be nice. However, like I said, Trick Room has scarred me one too many times. Okay, and I'm bringing out the Italian hand. That's how you know I'm serious. That's how you know it has really, really gotten to me, because, girl, it's too much. So we have an Incineroar here, and we have... Oh, God, the earring. Okay. So, I do have my Unburden up now that the White Herb has been procced. Okay, so I think... anticipating the Trick Room. I'm gonna... This could be entirely counterproductive, because if they don't Trick Room, then it's a wrap and I completely just help them. I'm gonna anticipate the Trick Room, and I'm gonna fake out the Incineroar. That's the plan. Okay, so fake out Incineroar just so you can't fake out me, because you're fake, and you're not gonna fake out me. And let's see if this Trick Room is what they were doing. Let's see. Yup. I knew exactly what you were going to do. Every time I see a freaking Oranguru, it's either going to be that Trick Room or it's going to be Instruct. Instruct is another awful move for Oranguru. By awful, I mean it ruins my life. That's what I mean by that. So now that we have done that, I feel a little bit safer. I'm going to go for a Matcha Gotcha here, just in case we swap. And then maybe going for a... What's their team again? I think a Dire Claw into Oranguru might be good here. I don't know. I am anticipating... Okay. I thought the Incineroar was going to swap. That's the reason I wasn't going for close combat. But honestly, I will take the poison on Oranguru and put it on a timer. I will absolutely take that. Matcha Gotcha does a little bit of chippies, a little bit of chip damage. And let's see what they do. Darkest Lariat. Yup. I really thought that Incineroar was going to swap. Maybe I'm stupid for that. I don't know. We get the Citrus Berry for Cha-Cha. And are you going to Trick Room again? No, you're going to Psychic. Okay, really... I should have close combated when I had the chance. I should have went and did that. Oh no. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think maybe my Milotic. Milotic might be the best option. I think I'm in a bit of a predicament. I think I made the wrong decision. I should have close combated the Incineroar. I do think I made a mistake. I'm going to Life Dew, just in case. And then we're going to do some Scald action. Because I think a Scald, it could at least burn if they switch to something. And then maybe do a little bit of damage on Incineroar. So I will take the Scald on that side. And then Oranguru is eventually going to go down anyway. We'll see if we can do something about that a little later. I just really don't want that Trick Room to come back. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't want no more Trick Room. Okay? I'm over it. Please. Please, girl. The Citrus Berry, like that's expected. Life Dew, so we get a little bit of health back on Sinistcha. What is Oranguru going to do? Okay, Flare Blitz, expected. Okay, Cha-Cha is now gone. Okay, I'm feeling a loss. I'm feeling a loss here. I'm not feeling mighty confident. Alright. Yup, there goes that Trick Room, and guess what? I can't get rid of it now. Woo! That's exactly what I thought would happen. Okay, well, I'm smelling a little bit of a loss. Alright, I'm not feeling too confident. Also, I feel like one of my apartment neighbors is just like walking in and out of their apartment. I don't know what's going on. I hear a lot of noise and a lot of keys jangling. So if y'all can hear that, that's exactly what's happening out there. I would say maybe just because we have the Trick Room up. I'm gonna say Protect, and then the one that I really want to get rid of is Incineroar. Oranguru, I'm not too concerned for the time being, so I would say let's try to get rid of Incineroar, and, you know, if it goes, it goes. If it leaves, it leaves. But I really want to try to get rid of it. Mega Meganium. Hey, Diva. Hey, Doll. I'm so happy to see you. I just wish I was bringing you into a more safe environment. This isn't safe for you. You're not safe here. Oranguru's not attacking this turn, which is fine. I mean, I didn't attack you anyway, Oranguru, so don't even worry about it. Parting Shot, you thought you could get a Parting Shot off. Nope. And we get the Scald off, and fantastic. At least the Incineroar is gone. I will take that. I still think that this is not completely lost yet. I mean, we have one more turn with Oranguru, and then the Trick Room is depleting as we speak. Primarina. Okay. I don't think there's really too much that Primarina can do here. I mean, I could be wrong. I feel a Protect coming, but I feel like I have to go for it just in case. Just in case, I feel like I have to go for it anyway. And then I think maybe just Scald into Oranguru. I don't think there's much else I can really do here. I don't want to make anybody slower with Icy Wind right now, especially with that Trick Room. So we're just going to go for it. And we're going to hope that Oranguru... Oh, No! No, I hate Oranguru. I hate Oranguru so freaking much. It is unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oranguru is my least favorite. I didn't know that I could hate a Pokemon so much. Oh my god. Alright, well, the Oranguru just completely screwed us. And here I thought we'd be fine. Here I thought that everything would be alright, that everything would be good. Nope. Nope. Not good at all. Nothing. Nope, we're not good. We are certainly not good. We are not okay. And especially with a Rotom coming out in the back. Yeah, I think this is just a forfeit type of situation. And for those who feel that forfeiting is just quitting, girl, forfeiting is saving people time, okay? I respect people's time, I respect people's energy. And I'm not out here trying to convince people that with a singular Milotic that I could have just won that fight. So I'm saving everybody's time. That's the way that I kind of view forfeiting. I'm gonna just continue battling, because Diva, what else is there to do at this point? I think that one was entirely winnable. I think I made some wrong choices in there, but this is a part of the learning experience. I mean, I'm a completely new Pokemon competitive player in the Master Ball tier, just expecting things to go well, and expecting things to go my way. Diva is not always going to be like that. And now we are going against what looks to be a Rain team, plus a Mega Floette, which is one of the most Scariest Pokemon that is currently happening in this meta. And for such a delicate little dainty flower, she is slaying hoes left and right. I'm absolutely afraid of her. I think here with a rain team, it might be the best, because I'm definitely anticipating Electroshock. I'm definitely anticipating that. So Garchomp, and then maybe Cha-Cha, I think, would be nice, just to preserve that. Then obviously we're going to do Meganium. And then I think for everything else, we got to do Sneasler, right? I mean, for the Kangaskhan, for the Floette, I think that's for the best. Yeah, again, as much as I would love to bring my Lotic, or I would love to start off with the Tailwind strats with Aerodactyl, I don't see it happening. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I think they're probably going to try to do a Tailwind as well, which maybe means that I probably should have brought my own Tailwind. But like I said, sometimes that happens. I feel like there are a lot of times where I get into the battle and immediately regret like what Pokemon I brought, or I should have brought something else. And that happens. That happens. That is completely normal. And I think that that's just all a part of the game. That's all a part of what we are doing here. I'm going to do Stomping Tantrum on our Chaladon, and then maybe a Matcha Gotcha, just to get like a burn off. Maybe? I don't know. I'm sure if there are any people watching right now that are actual pro players, I'm sure y'all are like, what is this person doing? Is this gay guy okay? Why is he playing competitive Pokemon if he doesn't even know how to play? And you're right, I don't. But I'm trying to learn, okay? I'm just really trying my best over here while drinking a blue. Okay, I feel like the Tailwind is absolutely coming. And I feel like with the Tailwind, we're gonna be mighty in trouble over here. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking... anticipating the Dragon Pulse on Garchomp. There's nothing I can really swap to, so I think we let Garchomp go down here. Stomping Tantrum. And then I think now that there's a Tailwind up, we try to do a Trick Room. I think this is the best thing to do. I think. Maybe we use the Trick Room to my advantage. We still outsped. That's crazy. We outsped the Tailwind? That's kind of wild to me. Maybe I shouldn't have Trick Room. I was not anticipating outspeeding. Okay, well, I think the rest of my team will be slower. So I think this is the right choice. If I can land it. If I can get it off. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Cha-Cha, the GOAT. Cha-Cha, the legend. Awesome. Love you, Cha-Cha. Alright. Get the Trick Room off, which is good, because as long as that Tailwind is up, we are now going to be faster. So that means we can just get some stuff off. I think with Meganium being slower, now would be the time to bring Meganium out. But I'm worried about a Hurricane. I'm worried about a Hurricane happening. So I think maybe Mega Evolving and then Protect, just to anticipate the Hurricane. And then maybe we do a Shadow Ball on our Chaladon, because I do want to get rid of the Archaladon. Yeah, I think get rid of the Archaladon. I think that's the thing right now. As much as I would love to get rid of Pelipper, I think that Pelipper's damage is just racking up with the burn, and so if we outspeed it and we don't get rid of Cha-Cha, then we could just Shadow Ball at the next turn. So I'm really trying. I'm really trying to think through this, y'all. We finally get to see Mega Meganium, my beautiful queen. Here she is. She has arrived, and the first thing she's doing is protecting herself because these haters are trying to come for her as they normally do. So we do outspeed. We are going to get rid of the Archaladon, which I will absolutely take. I want to get that thing off my screen as quickly as possible. Okay. All right. So the Hurricane on Cha-Cha. Well, that didn't go as planned. I genuinely thought my Meganium was looking so juicy and nice that Pelipper was going to want to go for it, but I guess not. Okay, so at least here we could do the fake out. There's also Kangaskhan. Okay, so maybe... I think now we have to fake out the Kangaskhan. Yeah, so I'm going to Solar Beam Pelipper and then fake out the Kangaskhan. I think this is the right play. I think this is what I have to do. Unless it has Inner Focus. Okay, it doesn't have Inner Focus. Good. Hopefully, this Solar Beam will take out Pelipper, because if this Solar Beam takes out Pelipper, I think we are in a very decent position here. I think we're in a much better place. Cool! Amazing. Stunning. Ha! Ha! I'm acting. This is... Yes! Okay. Tailwind has petered out, but the Trick Womb... the Trick Womb is what I almost just said. Trick Room is still active, which means that my Meganium is still fast. The Solar Beam into Basculegion is mighty tempting. It is mighty, mighty tempting. I feel like I'm going to have to go for that. There's that. And then Close Combat on Kangaskhan. Or do I... I'm going to protect Sneasler just to see what happens here, because I don't want to lose the opportunity to Close Combat Kangaskhan. So I think this is for the best, unless this is sashed. If this Basculegion is sashed, then we might be in some trouble here. Okay, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Let's see what Kangaskhan does. Oh! Oh, I see. Was it a fake out and... I saw Wolfie use this. It was a fake out and last resort set, which honestly is incredible. Yes! 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 We won our first battle of the stream! Yes! We had one tie, or, forfeit disconnect, which was crazy. And then we had a loss, and now we have a win. So we have gotten at least everything across the board this stream. We have been versatile. We are a versatile queen up in here. We have gotten at least one of everything. I'm just happy we have one victory. That is the absolute most I could have possibly wished for this stream. It's just getting one victory. One solo thing is enough for me, girl. Just making sure everything is all right with the stream. I realize I haven't looked at it in a hot second. I don't think we've had any comments yet. Work! Good win! Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just as I was saying, I don't even think anybody's watching. Hello! Welcome to the stream. We're so happy to have you here. We are over here just trying to get some wins in Pokemon Champions. I'm literally just a gay guy trying to learn competitive Pokemon. So if that's your kind of vibe, this is the kind of place it is. We have a Incineroar here, which I feel like they might throw out first, so we're going to do my low tick just to get some of that competitive action going. Let our diva get some appreciation. I think since it's not a Trick Room team here, let's do Aerodactyl. And then definitely Meganium, because that's our girl, of course. She's going to be in every single match today, as you already know. And then for our last member, I'm thinking... Maybe Garchomp? I'm worried about that ice typing. You know what? I think we're going to go Bosco. I think Bosco's the better option. I think Sneasler will play into more things than Garchomp will, and I might regret that decision. I might fully regret that decision, girl, but that is the one that we are making. Alright, hey girl, what's up? We are starting out with Corviknight and Incineroar. Okay, this is exactly the start that I wanted. You fell into my trap. You fell for my trap card. I have my competitive, my low tick. This is exactly what I wanted. Yay! Alright. So now I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, I know the fake out is coming. The fake out is coming. I can see it from a mile away. I got my binoculars on. I got my glasses on. I got my contacts in, and I know for a fact that fake out is coming. So we are going to protect just to guard our my low tick here, and then Tailwind, of course, because we got to go for the Tailwind. I definitely don't want to lose my low tick here, especially now that we have the special attack boost. Knew that fake out was coming, girl. saw it from a mile away. Get the Tailwind off, which is fantastic. I just really hope that they don't protect next turn, because I am absolutely going to be scalding. I think into the Corviknight slot, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to Icy Wind, because Icy Wind would just activate Corviknight's Mirror Armor, which has happened to me far too many times. At least I'm learning. I'm growing and developing as a person. I'm going to say Rock Slide here, and then maybe we could get some flinches. That might be nice. Yep, saw the Protect coming. And so that's why I didn't scald into you, sir. I knew it was coming. Rock Slide, maybe we'll get a flinch. That'd be really, really nice. And then let's see how much Scald does. I don't anticipate this doing its whole health bar. Okay, but most of it. We'll take it. It's a critical hit. I will absolutely take that. I don't think they were expecting me to Scald into that slot, considering they just went for another Iron Defense. So they were definitely not anticipating that, girl. Oh! Okay. Oh, alright. This is... I don't think I've gotten a forfeit that quickly in a long time. It has been a long time since I got a forfeit that quickly, so I will take the victory, girl. I appreciate it. I am over here down in the dumps in the 200,000s. I gotta work my way back up, so I will take the forfeits where I can. We're on a 2-win streak! That is way more than I was expecting for this entire stream. So I will take the 2 victories, even if I flop for the rest of this here stream, which is probably going to be about an hour. I just wanted to stream for like a little hour tonight doing this and see how many battles we could get in. I'll take a 2-win streak in the Master Ball tier, girl. I mean, this is the best thing that I could have expected. Alright, so I'm seeing another rain team. More rain. Okay. So I definitely think here we're going to do what I said I was going to do last time, which is bring Aerodactyl. So I can get my own Tailwind up. And then I have the Focus Sash, so even if they bring another Pokemon to KO, it should be okay there. I think, who do I want to start with? I think starting with Meganium might be a safe bet. I don't think they have anyone to fake out. I just really... yes, okay. Aerodactyl Meganium, I think, is a really good starting point. I think this is where we're going to do. I think my Milotic, and then maybe Garchomp? I don't think that... and maybe Cha-Cha? Ooh, I'm really trying. I think Cha-Cha and Milotic. This is what I'm settling on. Okay. I don't see Sneasler being too useful here, and then I think Garchomp. It was between Garchomp and Sinistcha for me, and I think Sinistcha might have a little more use in this match than Garchomp, so who knows? Who knows? We're just trying and seeing what sticks. Okay, Mousehold and Basculegion. This is an interesting start. This is not what I expected. I expected the Pelipper. So what I know is going to happen here is the Mousehold is going to do Follow Me to try to avoid the immediate Solar Beam on Basculegion, which, I mean, we're setting up that Tailwind regardless. That Tailwind is happening, girl. It's happening no matter what. And then, just in case it doesn't do a Follow Me, I gotta go for a Solar Beam regardless. But that Solar Beam is still happening. It's either going into Mousehold, or it's going into Basculegion. It's going into one of you, unless you protect. So, it's happening. And then, I'm gonna get the Tailwind off, so it's gonna happen again. So, that Solar Beam is happening either way. My queen is gonna get what she deserves, and she's gonna get that Mega Soul-powered Solar Beam off, because that's what this entire video is about. Is, above all, even more than wins, is just showcasing Mega Meganium and how fierce and how iconic she is. And I'm just so happy that I get to showcase her today. I'm really such a fan of this Pokemon. I'm so happy so many people are finally seeing how amazing she is. We get the KO on Basculegion. They didn't do a Follow Me. I was really expecting that this Mousehold was going to be like myself and tell me to follow me and subscribe, which you should absolutely do if you're enjoying the stream and you enjoy my videos. You should absolutely subscribe. I mean, why not? You're already here. It's easy. It's right down there. Just go ahead and do it, girl. It's right here. So I think the best next thing to do is going to be dual Wing Beats on... I think Rock Slide for flinches, and then Weather Ball on Venusaur. I don't know if there's too much that Mousehold can really do other than Super Fang. I know it might have Population Bomb, but even then I'm like, will Population Bomb KO my Meganium? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I anticipated the Protect. I anticipated that happening, so I guess I can just hope for a flinch here. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. Mousehold. Weather Ball. Yup. And to Protect. Yup. Yup. I probably should have just attacked Meganium. Okay. I said attack Meganium. I would never attack my queen. Attack Mousehold instead of Venusaur. Okay. So, I am still going to Rock Slide just for flinches. And then Weather Ball on Venusaur. I really don't think that the Mousehold can do anything else except for Follow Me's and Super Fangs. So I'm not super concerned, I guess, for now. Although I'm a little worried that Sludge Bomb is coming my way. That's going to be stressful. But at least in this case, Mousehold is gone. Okay, I thought it wasn't gonna. I thought it was gonna beat it for a second. I was mighty concerned about how slow that health bar was going. That was that was some interesting stuff right there. Okay, so Meganium has gone down. The inevitable poison type attack has come in, but Meganium, you did your work, Diva. You took out 2 Pokemon. You took out Basculegion. I will absolutely take that from you. I think maybe Sinistcha is the best thing to go into now because. Okay, I'm glad that I went into Sinistcha. I think this is the correct choice. So we get some Hospitality off on Aerodactyl. And is my Tailwind still active? Yes, we have one more turn of Tailwind. So I think maybe dual Wing Beat into the Venusaur. It could protect. It could protect. But I feel like I gotta go for it. And then Matcha Gotcha into both. I think this is the correct thing to do. Yep. I mean, I knew it was gonna protect. I shouldn't have done that. Oh god. Now that my Milotic, I see a Scald with my name on it. Oh no! But at least we get to hit some on the Milotic. We get a little bit of Matcha Gotcha. Okay, so that does a decent amount for Milotic. I will take the damage. Although I know Aerodactyl is about to go down. Yup. I knew it. There was a Scald coming my way. I knew it was happening. Also, Shiny Milotic is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love Shiny Milotic. I wish I had one, but I certainly don't. I really do need the Shiny Hunt for one inside of Legend CA, trying to get a Shiny Feebas. I think that's where I would want to do it. Unless there's an easier option. If y'all know an easier option for Shiny Hunting Feebas, let me know. I think... Well, Venusaur's not going to protect this turn, so I think just to protect Milotic for one more turn, we're going to do that. And then Matcha Gotcha again to try to get rid of Milotic. Just in case. I don't know if I can win this. I don't know if I can. Yeah, Milotic's going for me. We're going to get a little bit of health back if Venusaur doesn't KO us right now, but we're also getting some with Citrus Berry. Okay, Citrus. It's really interesting that they didn't attack Milotic, and also, why is Venusaur just... Well, we just lost. We just lost! We just lost! That's crazy! That's insane. Okay, I don't want to Icy Wind because it has competitive! No! Oh my... Oh, we lost. We lost hardcore. We so lost. We lost so hard. Missing both Matcha Gotchas on both Pokemon is insane. That's how you know your luck is just out the window. They didn't want us. We would have been too powerful with a 3-win streak. They said, no, Diva, we don't support the gays that much. You can't keep winning like this. Not in this economy. They were like, absolutely not. Nope. Oh, we got the burn off. Not like it matters, but we did it. I mean, that's just the fun of competitive Pokemon, I guess, is that there's still a lot of RNG and random chance stuff that is completely out of your control. And if you miss both your Matcha Gotchas, then there's only so much you can do. So it's definitely not fun. But hey, I think that this one, honestly, I think this is a loss here. I think we just count our losses. We hand in the check. We leave the bill. We leave a tip. Thank you for your time. And we just move on with our lives. We just move on to the next battle. I want to try to get in as many as I can today in the hour that we got. So let's go ahead and just move on to the next one. A 3-win streak definitely would have been impressive, I think. And I'm kind of sad just a little bit because I was kind of hoping I would be able to really impress all of you guys with my progress and my learning that I have done for VGC. But I guess it is what it is, girl. Next up, another freaking rain team. It's all rain teams. Get something else. I mean, I guess I'm happy it's not a trick room team because if we were facing all trick room teams, I might have just canceled the stream. I might have just cried into my pillow to sleep tonight. So I will take all rain teams if this is what's happening. I think the fake out is definitely coming from the Sneasler. There's nothing to intimidate, so maybe not my low tick. I think we're gonna go Aerodactyl, and I want to say Garchomp. I think this is the correct thing to do. Aerodactyl and Garchomp. Definitely Meganium, because of course, as I've said. And then, who else? Who else should I bring? My low tick's not going to be able to do much here. It's mostly water Pokemon. I feel like in that case, I should bring Cha-Cha, I think? Yes. We're gonna go for Cha-Cha. I think Cha-Cha is the choice. Cha-Cha is the option. Cha-Cha is the choice. Let's just see how this goes. Yet another rain team. We're getting so many rain teams today. Alright, I have just finished my bloom. So I have gotten all the caffeine that I'm going to be getting today. So that's all my energy. And if I can't even do it with all the caffeine that I got on me right now, then girl, I don't know what hope there is for any of us. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can win this battle here. You look mighty confident. You got that water and that electric logo, so I can tell you do this often. This is your team. This is what you do. Okay, so there's absolutely some thunders coming my way. Well, I'm glad I have a ground type on the field. That's nice. And my Aerodactyl has a Focus Sash, so that's at least nice in that I'm not going to be taking a hit right away. Gotta set that Tailwind up. Absolutely a necessity. And then I gotta go for the Stomping Tantrum. I mean, I have to. I have to get rid of that Magic. I mean, I can see the Protect coming a mile away. It's gonna Protect. I feel like it has to Protect. And it did? Yeah. Oh! Oh! And a full Jasmine Masters moment right there. Okay, I genuinely was not expecting to get rid of that Manectric so easily. Ice Speed. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen a turn 1 look like that from a Pelipper, from a rain team. But I will take it. I mean, I don't necessarily need Garchomp for really anything else on the team. Maybe just for Sneasler. Let's go into Mega Meganium. Just because we have the Tailwind up, I want to make sure to utilize Mega Meganium as much as I can while I have the extra speed boost. I really hope that they didn't bring Sneasler. I really hope they didn't bring Sneasler. Because if they did not bring Sneasler, then this match is going to be significantly easier for us than if they did bring Sneasler. What I'm hoping is that if they do send out Sneasler right now, maybe I could do a dual Wing Beat, and then I could get rid of the Sneasler. But there's always the possibility that they fake out my Aerodactyl. So, I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see. That is Feraligatr. Okay, Feraligatr is interesting. I think we're going to Rock Slide here just to get some stuff on the Pelipper. And then we're going to Dazzling Gleam. Because I feel like you're going to Mega Evolve. You gotta, right? You gotta Mega Evolve. You gotta, right? Like, you're not just going to send out a Feraligatr and not Mega Evolve it right in front of my eyes. Like, I need to see that hood. I need to see that toilet seat lid on the back of your head, girl. Yep, I knew you had to. So just in case I'm able to get that D-Gleam off, it's going to hit real nice and juicy into that Dragon type. Get some damage off on you. Rock Slide, just to break any sashes and do some damage on Pelipper. And then with the Tailwind up, I should be able to go next. Yes, okay, perfect. D-Gleam off, and perfect. Okay, so we get rid of Pelipper, which gets rid of any potential hurricanes, which would have not been very nice for my Mega Meganium. She does not appreciate any hurricanes. Liquidation. I'm so sorry, girl. I have a Focus Sash. It's a little bit of fashion. I wear it to accessorize, and also it's really helpful in battle, you know, whatever. Just a little bit of Focus Sash. I think this is going pretty well in our favor so far. I think we are pretty set up here, and I really do attribute that to our Tailwind. There's the Sneasler. There is the Sneasler. Okay, I really don't know what to expect here. I feel like... What do I do? I got to attack both of them because I really, really want to get rid of that Feraligatr. But I also don't know who it's going to fake out. I don't know who it's going to fake out. So just in case. Yep. Just in case. Just in case. You never know. And then maybe... Yes. Okay, this takes out Feraligatr. Perfect. 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 I couldn't have expected that turn to go any better. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to get rid of Feraligatr. And this... I think we're good. I think we're good here. I'm going to dual Wing Beat on the Sneasler, and then I think Dazzling Gleam is best because we get stab, it's a solo target, it's just effective. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we've won. Amazing. Yes. Oh my gosh. We did it. We got another win. Oh, that was amazing. That was so fun. That was a good match. I really enjoyed that one. I'm starting to get better. I really genuinely feel like I'm starting to get better at these matches. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm sure, like I said, there will always be some actual VGC and competitive players watching being like, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that. And I'm sure, girl, I'm sure I'm doing like 7,000 things wrong. I'm sure I am. But I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm learning. And the fact that I'm winning any battles at all in the Master Ball tier is more than I could ask for. I'm really happy to see it. And it's kind of amazing. I'm proud of myself and all the progress that I've made because competitive Pokemon is something that I never really thought I could get a part of. And so it's really happy for me that I'm able to just go ahead and try it and be able to get some wins in there. It's kind of exciting. We're having a new type of team here. This is a Blizzard, Aurora Veil, Frostlass Mega team. For sure. Okay, I have not fought one of these in a very long time. Mega Frostlass is that girl, though. She is that diva. If I was not going to make a Mega Meganium video, I wanted to make a Mega Frostlass video, because easily one of the best new Mega Evolutions from Legends ZA, period. She is that girl. In terms of this battle, though, I'm mighty concerned. I am mighty concerned. I feel like I have to go for the Tailwind possibility. Gotta get that off, because I feel like there's a lot of shenanigans that can happen here. I gotta go for Sneasler, too. I think Sneasler is the right choice. If we're able to get Tailwind off, Meganium might be nice, especially with Weather Ball, so I gotta go for that. And then I think the ground might be nice, as risky as it is. I think I want to bring Garchomp. I'm a little concerned just because of how many ice-type Pokemon there are, and my Garchomp, you know, she don't like ice. She do not like the cold. Winter is her least favorite season. She gets very sensitive in the cold. She gets hypothermia. So I'm really concerned with all these ice-type Pokemon that are going to be on the field in Snowscape. So we know that the Mega Frostlass is coming. It's just a matter of how we're going to deal with it. I really hope that we're able to get this Tailwind off, and I think that that will kind of set us up for what we need in the late game, which is hopefully some Fire Weather Balls and getting Garchomp in there and able to get some strong hits in. Because Ice-type is not that great defensively. They're really going to want to try and get that Aurora Veil up. But according to these first two Pokemon, this is not at all what I anticipated. This is not at all what I anticipated. Okay. Well, I definitely got to get Tailwind off no matter what. No matter what, that Tailwind is happening. And I gotta try to go for the Fake Out on Weavile, hoping that I'm faster than it. Because I feel like this Fake Out is also coming from Weavile. I think it gets Fake Out. I think it does. It's not often that I see a Weavile I think this is my first Weavile I've actually seen. So I'm going to go ahead and fake out that just to get some damage off. Prevent it from faking out me. Get the Tailwind up, so we were satisfied with that. Toxapex, what are you going to do? Toxic, okay. I mean, this is the toxic Pokemon. This Pokemon is for toxic players. If you are a toxic Pokemon player, you use Toxapex. I hate this Pokemon. I hate this Pokemon. It's so annoying. Stall tactics are not my thing. I don't think I would ever try to use them. I don't like when other people use them. It's just, I don't know. I don't think they're fun. I don't think they're fun. I understand we're all trying to win. I'm not judging anybody for using them. We're all trying to win. But like, I personally, I don't like them. I get heavily annoyed by stall tactics and stall teams, but I know that it's an element of the game. It exists. It's a thing. So, you know, whatever, girl, whatever. I know. I think I'm gonna Rock Slide for flinches, and then close combat on Weavile, just in case. Just in case. Okay. Well, I didn't touch you, Toxapex. I didn't touch you, girl. So don't worry. Don't even worry about it. Rock Slide, and then close combat. So at least the Weavile will be gone. Yeah, okay. I didn't even have to close combat. Actually, please don't say the close... Oh, wait, never mind. I was wasting time. I was like, please don't say the close combat goes into the Baneful Bunker, because I will lose my mind. But then I remembered, I'm already a poison type, so it doesn't really matter. I would have been so upset if been like, I didn't attack you. I did not choose to attack you, girl. So please do not. So with Weavile out of the way, that takes out any Fake Out, any Ice Shard, any priority, things like that, so I'm happy about that. I think we're still in a really good position here. I think that this is pretty well, especially with the Tailwind up. Gonna go for another Rock Slide. And then, what do I want to do here? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna let the Toxapex kind of sit there. I'm not really too concerned about you, Diva. Like, if you want to sit over there, protect, toxic, do what you gotta do, girl, I'm not worried. I'm not too concerned about Toxapex over there. I'll deal with it when the time comes. I feel like it's everything on the left side of the field that I have to worry about and that I want to get out of the way. Infestation. Alright, I mean, I wasn't planning on swapping out, so I'm fine with that. For those who don't know, Infestation means you cannot swap out your Pokemon. It does a little damage every time. This Toxapex is clearly just here to be annoying, which is exactly what Toxapex does. So I'm not surprised. I think I just am really trying to take this opportunity for as long as the Tailwind is up to try to get rid of as many Pokemon on the left side as I can and let Toxapex just sit there. I think that's the strategy that we're trying to go with here. I don't know if they're gonna Mega. No. Frostlass avoided. Oh my. That might have just cost. That might have cost something. That might have cost me something. Ooh, that's really upsetting. And nothing with the Dire Claw. Ooh, that's not great. Okay, at least it went for like a Shadow Ball. I think that's like best case scenario here. Okay, so I'm even faster now because my White Orb has procced Infestation on Aerodactyl. I'm really fine with the Infestations because I'm not trying to swap Pokemon right now. I'm really not. I really ain't. How much longer for the Tailwind? Is the Tailwind out this turn? Let me see. After all this, yes, the shenanigans with the Infestation. Yep, lots of shenanigans. I knew there would be. I knew there would be tomfoolery and shenanigans happening here in this day. I do want to prioritize Tailwind. I feel like I have to go for Rock Slide. Oh, but I want Tailwind. Let me see. What are my other Pokemon? I think if we get the Tailwind up, we will be okay. So I'm going to prioritize Tailwind and Dire Claw, and then maybe we could get something on Frostlass. Okay, never mind. Never mind. The Protect. I mean, whatever. Dire Claw, I was hoping to get maybe a status off on the Frostlass, but I feel like getting this Tailwind up is the most important thing. And it would have protected anyway, so I wouldn't have even been able to do damage with Rock Slide anyway. Recover? Recover? Girl, I'm not looking at you. I'm not concerned. I'm not looking at you. I'm waiting for me to lose this match because of this Toxapex. I'm talking so much trash on this Toxapex, and I'm just waiting to lose. I feel like... Huh. I think what I'm gonna do here, to be safe, is I'm gonna Stomping Tantrum the Frostlass. And so I'm locked into Stomping Tantrum. And then Dire Claw Frostlass as well. Because Frostlass can't protect, and then just in case it Baneful Bunkers, I don't want to go into that slot right now. I think I really just want to get rid of this Frostlass. I want to get rid of this Frostlass. I want to get it off my screen. I want to stop looking at it. And then Toxapex, obviously, it's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to be there no matter what. So let's see. Let's see what is happening here. I'm really hoping that I can just get rid of Frostlass this turn. Dire Claw goes off, does a little bit more chip damage, and Stomping Tantrum should be able to take this out. The Tantrum is successful. Ooh, I got a text message, girl. Ooh, a text message. Alright, let's see. And Toxic, yep. Tox message. Tox message. That's how you can tell I'm deliriously tired at this point. The caffeine is wearing off, girl. I just finished my bloom, and the caffeine's wearing off. Alright, so I think we're set up pretty nicely here. We still have Tailwind up. I don't think they have any priority left. So I think we're pretty decent here. Glimora. Okay. This is the Mega. This is the Mega. This is the problem. Okay. I'm going to close combat the Glimora. And then Stomping Tantrum, obviously, is going to be into Glimora. Well, there's that. And then Baneful Bunker. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter who. It didn't matter what. Yeah, so that's going to happen. Get a little bit of damage off. So Bosco is going to go down this turn. What? Is it because they were both protecting? Is that why that didn't happen? Oh, freed from infestation. That was actually the perfect timing. Also, why am I struggling? Why is that happening? I don't understand why I'm struggling. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Is it Glimora? Is something about Glimora happening that's making me struggle? Like, is there something that I'm not understanding going on here at play? Why can I not Stomping Tantrum? I don't understand. Did Frostlass have Curse Body? When I got it... Wait! Hold on. Did Frostlass have Curse Body? Is that what happened? And I just completely missed it because I was distracted by a text message? Oh, Lord. That's probably exactly what happened. That's probably exactly what freaking happened. Garchomp has no moves left. I'm struggling. And the struggle couldn't even beat the Glimora? Garchomp? Oh, my Lord. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose because of Cursed Body. Oh, my God. And the Infestation. Okay, so both of our Pokemon are gonna go down this turn. What's really mattering to me is if Tailwind is up. If Tailwind is up, then I think we might be in... I think we might be in danger, girl. I think we might be in danger. I was talking all this trash, and I knew something like this would happen if I did. If I got too confident. Yup, the Tailwind. Okay. So, what we have to do here... I think because the Mega's Glimora, I think we're pretty screwed here. As much as I would love to pretend that we're not. I think maybe so it's not quad effective, we try to go for the Dazzling Gleam just to KO Glimora. And then Mega Evolve afterwards to try to KO Toxapex. I just don't want a 4x attack. I'd rather it just be super effective than extremely effective. I don't know if this is a strat. I don't even know if this is going to take it out. Oh, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It didn't matter no matter what. No matter what I did, girl, it didn't matter. Well, that's so unfortunate. And not ending the Mega Meganium showcase and love stream by getting her so wronged and dirtied with a Sludge Wave. I don't appreciate you for doing that. How dare you? How dare you do that to my girl? Oh my gosh, so unfortunate. What a way to end the stream. That is going to be our last battle for the stream. I did have a really good time playing, though. I know not as many people hopped into this stream as the last one, but I still had a really, really great time. This video is, of course, going to be on the channel if y'all are interested in seeing some Champions gameplay, seeing some Mega Meganium in battle if you maybe want to use it and try to build a team with it. Highly 10 out of 10 recommend it. Love me some Mega Meganium. For those of you who did tune in, thank you so much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun. Subscribe down below if you enjoy the content. I'm a gay guy who loves playing Pokemon and loves talking about video games, so if that sounds entertaining to you, girl, hop on in the chat, join the community. We could sip some iced coffees together and just talk about video games. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye, everyone. See you later. Love y'all. Kisses, everybody. Kisses. Mm.